welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me for another video. So it has been 2 months since I last uploaded, which is absolutely crazy, and I think the last video I actually filmed was a tutorial on curling my hair, and that just, yeah, it's crazy to think that was like, I kind of want to say it's only 2 months ago, but at the same time I want to say, God, that was like 2 months ago. So yeah, I thought I would jump on and just quickly film a video for you guys about everything that's been going on the last 2 months, why I haven't been on, why I haven't really filmed anything, and yeah, just to basically explain everything, and an updated life video, I suppose, I don't know. But yeah, so if you want to find out, if you want to keep watching, if you want to keep watching, then keep watching. Makes sense, doesn't it? So, jumping straight into it, first things I want to say is it's been a very long, or what feels like a very long 2 months. When I sit here and think, oh, it's been 2 months, I think, loads of things go around in my head. I sort of sit there and think, that's gone so quick, considering like the last video I filmed was curling my hair, and that was technically back in the summer, kind of, because it's like November now, so that would be coming up to like 3 months. So yeah, that would be like August, September time, and I just think that's mad to think where that time's gone. But then the other half of me sits there and thinks, so much feels like it's happened in 2 months. Like, it seems possible that it is, but it doesn't, if that makes any sense whatsoever. So I'm jumping on to basically explain everything that has been going on, and why I haven't been making any videos, why I haven't really been on doing anything. So yeah, as you probably know from previous videos that I have made, I have problems, I have like health problems with my stomach. They are still, almost knocked you over. That is still being looked into as to why I'm having these problems. I still don't know why. I'm still currently under the London hospital, and I haven't actually heard from them for quite a few weeks, so I don't know if that is a good thing or a bad thing. I'm gonna take it as a good thing, because that means they don't really want to see me in a hurry or anything like that. But at the same time, it is draining me so much, because now this is a massive chunk as to why I haven't been filming anything. My stomach, even now, I'm wearing jeans and I can feel them really cutting into me because of how bloated I am. Yeah, I get a lot of symptoms which include sickness, nausea, not sleeping, a lot of pain, really bad bloating. I can take like 2 mouthfuls of food and I can feel really sick, or I can take 2 mouthfuls of food and carry on eating the rest of it until my heart's content. So anyone that's watching this may end up likely saying, oh, you know, you've got Crohn's disease, or you've got this, you've got that. Loads of autoimmune diseases I have been tested for and they have come back negative. So I definitely know that it's nothing autoimmune related. I know what's kind of going on. So everyone has what they call a sphincter muscle, which is basically a round muscle, and it's, I think if I remember rightly, it's attached to like the end of the pancreas and onto your bile ducts or something like that, and basically mine spazzes out a lot, which causes what they call pancreatitis, or at least they think that's what's causing it. That's the whole issue. So they've got the issues of what's actually causing my pancreatitis, because normally it's either gallstones, which I don't have, or over excessive alcohol drinking, which I don't do. So basically I've had about 4 or 5 unknown attacks, which is super rare. It's rare for even someone my age to get it once, let alone without a cause. So to have it 4 or 5 times is just, they are literally stumped as to what's going on. And then my consultant thought of a thing called oddity of sphincter dysfunction, I think that's what it is. And they're now basically looking into that to see if that's a possibility. The only way that they can 100% positively confirm that it is that is if they do, I think it's an ERCP, which is basically an endoscopy, with a little bit more in-depth detail. But apparently, I don't know, it just doesn't seem true to me to be even saying this, but apparently it's got a 50 to 60% chance of causing death, if there's nothing wrong. So they've basically very obviously highly advised me not to do it, which I'm not doing it because, you know, the chances are far too high for something that could possibly be nothing. So yeah, that's basically the update on that. But the reason I haven't really been filming anything is because I've been so lethargic. I've had no energy. I've been, you know, having waves of being unwell. I have waves of having temperatures. I've had waves of, you know, some days I can't even lift my head off the pillow, to other days where I'm like bursting with energy. But on top of that, I don't know if I've said this before, I think I have, but I also suffer with severe anxiety, and it's basically been causing it to flare up really badly on top of everything else. Partly because, you know, I don't know what's going on, and to think that the doctors don't know what's going on is, you know, I know they're looking into it, but the thought of the only people that can help you don't know what's going on, it's a bit like, oh. So that's causing that to flare up really badly. It's also, my anxiety is also being triggered because at the minute I'm not working because of my stomach. It has so many flare-ups, you know, completely off the blue, that I basically can't work at the minute, which is really frustrating and annoying. We've got Christmas coming up, and touch wood, very thankfully my old job, because I didn't take any holiday, they basically gave me the holiday, and it's paid holiday, so I got 17 hours worth of paid holiday given to me. It's like a gesture of goodwill. So I had quite a bit of money coming from that, which means I was able to get Christmas presents, and that made me really happy, because that was one thing that was also triggering it, which I know it sounds stupid. Christmas isn't all about presents and gifts, but it's my way of showing appreciation, which I know sounds daft, but yeah. So stomach issues, which have been really bad, anxiety on top of that, which has not been great. My dad went away last month, and for some reason it really affected me. Like, I don't know whether it was because the thought of, even though I live with my mum, and you know, my mum's everything to me, and she's always at every appointment, she's always here and there, and you know, all of that sort of stuff. I don't know whether it was because of the thought he wasn't literally down the road in case anything happened and I couldn't get hold of my mum or anything like that. I think that was what it was, but yeah, so for some really bizarre reason that really affected me, and I don't know why, and it's quite embarrassing to even say it, but it did, and it's life. So yeah, that caused me to have quite a bad panic attack as well, which was the first one that I'd had in a good couple of months, and I had a lot of anxiety attacks that week as well, and even the week beforehand. So I don't know whether it was just leading up to it and the fact that he went, it just sort of brought it out more, I don't know. But yeah, so that happened. My granddad hasn't been brilliantly well, shall we say. He's got I'm not sure whether it's delirium or dementia. I'm not entirely sure because I can't remember what was said, and they both begin with D. So it could be one, could be the other, who knows. But he had recently, about a month ago, it was actually just before my dad went away, so it was just over a month ago. And it's actually his birthday today, funnily enough. So yeah, that's always a good thing. But yeah, so he had some falls and ended up in hospital. And it's really difficult for us because we live about an hour and a half to an hour and 45 minutes away from him. So it's not like we can just jump in a car and go 5 minutes down the road. And because of, I'm going to say dementia because I think that's more what it is. I'm being drawn more towards that. And because of that, he gets really restless. And after 10 minutes, he basically asked us to leave. Just because it's not because he wants us to, he just doesn't know what he's saying, sort of thing. So it's a long way for us to go just to be there for 10 minutes. So we only really go up there if we know he's having a really good day. And I don't know, it's just really weird because it's not even like, if you live in Essex then you'll know there's a shopping centre called Lakeside, and that is on the way. But by the time we end up driving back, we're like 2/3 of the way back, and you know, we don't want to just be traipsing around a shopping centre to give us something to do in case he wants us to leave every time. So yeah, that's a bit difficult because we really want to see him, but it's just a very, very long way to go for nothing else to really be up that end for us to be there for 10 minutes. Even though, you know, like when he was in hospital, we did go straight down there. But it's a really difficult situation because, like I said, we want to go down there. But not only that, my mum does not categorically like driving on motorways, so she basically doesn't want to drive on a motorway unless she like really, really has to, of course. And my dad's, because he's my dad's stepdad, it's more like reliant on my dad sort of thing, but he works a lot as well, so it's really hard to work everything around and juggle around that. So that's been a massive sort of worry and a stress in itself. So that's the third thing. And yeah, to be honest, I think that's just it. I think everything was all rolled into one massive ball, and it all just took its toll in one go. And it's been really hard. I've not had the energy to want to do anything. I have not wanted to go anywhere. But the good thing is the last few weeks I've been, pardon me, really picking myself up. I've had a few interviews. I say few, I've had 3. 2 of them I didn't get, unfortunately, because apparently they had more experienced people, which is, you know, fair enough, but it's a bit irritating because if they would have put on their job application experience wanted, then I probably wouldn't have bothered applying for it. But had an interview the beginning of this week, and I'll find out about that next week. So fingers crossed, because it's a job that I really, really want. I really want to do, and it's kind of pretty much going back to my old job, but just on different terms, on a different blah-de-da-de-da. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Not really a lot more I can say to that other than things are beginning to slowly look up. My anxiety, touch wood, I've still having bad days, but it's been so much more under control lately. Hopefully I'll be getting this job, so that's something to, fingers crossed, look forward to. I'm actually going away in January to Center Parcs, which I'm super excited about. And to be honest, it just can't come quick enough because I need a break. But yeah, so I've got that to look forward to, and we've had quite a few, I think it's like the last 4 weekends we've been going out doing things, which has been really helping me actually to relax a bit more and trying to get more back to myself. And it's currently Friday now. Tomorrow, this weekend, we've got nothing planned, which is really nice, so we can have a weekend in doing nothing, actually watching all the shows like Strictly and I'm a Celeb. We can actually watch them live rather than recorded and watch them the next day. But yeah, so really excited, and got a lot of fun things coming up, such as my birthday next month. It's going to be my 21st, which I'm so excited about. And then obviously Christmas and New Year, and got a couple of parties coming up, a couple of nights out coming up. So yeah, really, really excited. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I really, really, really hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, I guess I will see you in my next video, which hopefully will be coming very, very soon. So thanks guys for watching.